The AMD Ryzen 5 7500X3D has just launched, and it's an interesting CPU that's targeted at games, and games alone. On paper, it doesn't look extremely impressive. It's a Zen 4 core, which is technically last generation, and compared to the 9600X, it's running at a much lower clock speed. But here's the plot twist. It's got the same level 3 cache as the much higher end 9800X3D, thanks to that Vcache stack. But when you throw it into synthetic workloads like Cinebench, it does exactly what you'd expect. It falls short. It's clearly weaker than the Ryzen 9000 chips in both single and multi-threaded tests, but that's hardly important if you just want to game and don't care about workstation tasks or content creation. And in real games, that's where things get interesting. To test its muscle, I paired the 7500X3D, 9600X, and 9800X3D with the Gigabyte X870E Aorus Elite X3D, 9070XT Gaming OC, and 32 gigs of DDR5 6000 running at CL26. In Cyberpunk 2077, the 7500X3D performs almost identical to the 9600X, and this is where pricing matters. The 9600X is sitting at around 20% cheaper than the 7500X3D, so you're paying more for this new chip, and at 1080p the difference basically doesn't even show. And sure, it's no 9800X3D, but that CPU is almost double the price, and by the time you hit 1440p, the gap shrinks into the margin of you'd never notice it. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 shows the same trend at 1080p. The 7500X3D is very close to the 9600X, and the 9800X3D is definitely out ahead. But at 1440p, something weird happens, and I've rechecked this a couple times. The 7500X3D actually comes out on top, at maximum detail. It's a strange result, but it's repeatable, and it shows that this chip can really shine in certain scenarios. Monster Hunter Wilds tells practically the same story as before. The 9600X and 7500X3D sit at similar points on the scale, but the 7500X3D pulls slightly ahead at lower detail. So here's the real takeaway. The 7500X3D isn't the value play, the 9600X sits at that spot, but the 7500X3D is a specialist chip. The one that costs a bit more but exists entirely for gaming performance and literally nothing else. And the most interesting part is that boards with specialized X3D modes are becoming more common. These modes squeeze extra performance out of the cache-heavy CPUs, and as this feature rolls out to more motherboards, the 7500X3D may stretch its legs a little bit further than what we're seeing today. It's not pretending to be an all-rounder, but inside its lane, it's got room to grow.